Yeah.
From Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair released interviews with Rosario Dawson and Dave Filoni discussing the Ahsoka Tano character making her live-action debut on The Mandalorian. Rosario, who played the white lightsaber-wielding former Jedi, had this to say when asked about how it all came to be. Actually, it all came from the fans online. Someone tweeted me and fan cast me, and apparently that got the attention of someone who does the press for Star Wars years ago. Filoni confirmed this, that it was the fan casting that first got his attention, and that the name Grogu for Baby Yoda has been in mind for a while now. But they had to keep it under wraps until Ahsoka debuted on the Jedi episode. He also confirmed that he had to stop himself from doing something ridiculous, like have Ahsoka say, "Is that a Baby Yoda or Baby Master Yoda behind you?" Confessing it almost demanded to be said. So, what do I think about the whole Ahsoka Tano and Rosario Dawson playing her on The Mandalorian? Now, when I knew the episode was coming up, it was obvious it was called The Jedi, and I heard the news that she was cast to play the role. I am a huge fan of Ahsoka Tano. She is my favorite Jedi. I like the service that it did to Ahsoka fans or Clone War / Rebel fans. The little movements that she would do, like pulling the sabers apart movement kind of a thing. That move always interests me because it's like you got your lightsabers that aren't turned on right now. You put them together like this, and then as you ignite them, you pull them apart. Wouldn't there be a big spark happening in the middle, like a sizzling, like sparks flying in your eyes, kind of a thing? I mean, she must have practiced how to do this perfectly, or maybe she's only igniting one at the same, or maybe they're not even touching. Maybe maybe her hands are really like apart like this, and I don't know. And as she's doing, I don't know, but either way it goes, it's the animated. It's animated very cool. So she pulled off the movements and everything that you read about and have seen in animation as for the adult version of Ahsoka very well. I mean, it was utilized very well. It didn't focus on her. It kept her as a mysterious character. I'm reading a lot about people who don't know anything about Ahsoka, who did not watch Clone Wars or any of that stuff, who are learning about her for the first time, probably for the first time now. I'm pretty sure because people who aren't really Star Wars fans but love The Mandalorian for whatever reason, or it speaks to them, are now becoming expanded, for lack of a better word, expanded universe kind of fans. They're probably now watching the movies, looking up Ahsoka in other medium like the cartoons and stuff, and probably have begun watching Rebels. Well, I read about now that she's officially played a Star Wars character, Ahsoka Tano. The movie that she did with Hayden Christensen a while back. Now everybody's linking together the whole Anakin Ahsoka link now. So that would be that's kind of just fun trivia stuff. But the other news that came from this, as I mentioned before, so the name Grogu, I don't have a problem with it. The fact that they had that name in mind for a while, and however long that means, was it a year since they know the name last season, probably, and kept it under wraps. I mean, but who would believe it anyway? If that rumor would have dropped, nobody would have. But Grogu, if they wanted to test it, they probably should have dropped a rumor that was the name that was coming up, or leaked it and see how it would have came off. I think the way they revealed it made sense. It just begged a lot more questions. If Ahsoka Tano was able to use the Force and probably go through Grogu's memories and hear his name being said to him and figure out his name and reveal that he was in the Jedi Academy, that just brings the question out: who got him out when Order 66 came out, and if he would have been a target for death, who saved him from the clone troopers when Darth Vader came out to kill everybody. Was he in that classroom with all the other younglings that Hayden Christensen slaughtered? Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we gonna do? And Grogu's like hiding under the chair cushion, like, nah, son. No, I don't trust that. I believe that's a possibility. That whole thing on that about the mention of a Baby Yoda, the saying the word Baby Yoda, I would have gotten a kick out of it. Is that a little Baby Yoda behind you right there? Like, who the hell is Yoda? Is what the Mandalorian would have said. But the way they did it, I mean, the way they did it was better, was fine. She subtly said, "The only thing I know about his species is Master Yoda. I've only seen one other person that looked like that. That was Master Yoda." So overall, it just to me feels like a case study for a possible Ahsoka Tano TV show. But besides that, what I did on the community tab was I posted a question about Ahsoka Tano playing the character. Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka Tano. And on the community, so I said, after watching The Mandalorian, The Jedi, Season 2, Episode 5, Ahsoka tells the Mandalorian to take Grogu, Baby Yoda, to Tython, planet Tython, to have a Force user reach out to him. If this happens, who would you like to answer the call? Who would you like that Jedi or Force user to come out to reveal themselves to be a possible teacher to Baby Yoda, aka Grogu? And you guys have said 33% of you out there in our community, out of 205 votes as when I'm reading this, Luke Skywalker. 22% said a new unknown Jedi. 18% said Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels. And only 10% of you said Kestis Cal from the Fallen Order Jedi Fallen Order video game. And that to me would be one of the most interesting ones, because it would be the first time we would get from a video game adaptation brought in to live action. So if you've already got a couple people from the cartoon version and made a live action version of them, now do the same for a video game. Cal and Ezra Bridger, to me, would be the two that would make the most sense. Ezra Bridger more. What would really make sense would be Luke Skywalker, but I doubt they're going to go that route because, one, Mark Hamill's too old to be de-aged that much. And Sebastian Stan, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier, would be the one thing that would make the most sense to become the new star. Look, you've already made a new Han Solo. You've already got a new person playing Han Solo. You might as well just go for it. But do you introduce a new Luke Skywalker on a TV show, or do you do that in a film? I say you would do that in a film, but if you already have a legit movie star like a Sebastian Stan, who's already been proving himself in the Marvel and all under the Disney umbrella universes and stuff, and that would be a name I think the fans can get behind because he looks exactly like Mark Hamill. I'm sorry, he does. So that's a name that I think they can get behind because he's already. That's a name that you can get behind for the TV level and accept it in a movie level as well, because it's happening right now with Marvel. So that's where you guys sat on that as far as the that vote behind that question. That's who you guys want to see. And there was a few mentions in the comment section. Parks 27 MHS says he wants Mace Windu, and I told him, I said, man, I would freak out if Mace Windu survived that episode 3 and Samuel L. Jackson came. Give him to me. Give him to me. I'll teach him. I know what to do with him. And try to get that payback on probably, like, if Mace Windu was alive, would he want payback against Luke Skywalker after what his dad did to? Ooh, that's the question. That's the question. I would imagine that Mace Windu would have fallen to the dark side and try to come after Luke Skywalker. That would be an interesting fight. Tom Veloso says, I forget the face in the comic books, and I looked them up for you, but I hope it is Quinlan Voss. And I looked him up. I think he's got a guy that has a line over his face. I looked him up. Now, if he's still alive, I guess, if it makes sense, if he's still alive, and if it's canon, if it's not from the expanded universe stuff, then yeah, put him in there. And Brandon Miller was being mean on the. He said anybody who voted for Obi-Wan Kenobi is kind of a moron. Why? I mean, I know there's no real connection and everything, but there's nothing saying that a Force Ghost won't come through. Why not? Why not? Maybe maybe there's a Obi-Wan connection. Maybe Obi-Wan met Grogu before. If there's a connection, why not? It would make a little sense to me. But that's what you guys thought about it. So, I mean, what else do you guys think about this whole thing with Rosario Dawson debuting as Ahsoka Tano? Did you freak out the way I did? I must have shouted like 3 or 4 times while I was watching that episode. It was exciting. Do you think this is a stage test for a possible Ahsoka Tano spinoff show for the future? If so, what do you think about that? Would you be interested in seeing that? I gotta tell you, I enjoyed the cartoons. I enjoyed the book for Ahsoka. I love the character. And if you don't know anything about the character or didn't know anything about the character or maybe wasn't a fan of the character, how do you feel about it now that Rosario Dawson's behind it? Is it better? Is it worse? Let me know what you think. Put it in the box below, and we'll talk about it on the next We Got Your Mail.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.